She prayed 5 times a day, never missed a fast, treated her parents like kings. And still, the diagnosis came. The divorce came. Somewhere, right now, someone is whispering the question every sincere heart eventually asks. If Allah loves me, why does it hurt this much? Why am I suffering? This question has made many people cry in the darkness of the night. But Islam gives an answer that changes everything. Many of us believe that if we're good, Allah will remove all difficulties from our lives. But that's not how this world works. Think about it. Who suffered more than anyone else? The prophets. They were the best of humanity, yet they experienced unimaginable pain. Prophet Ayub, peace be upon him, lost his health, his wealth, and even his family. Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, cried for years after being separated from his beloved son. Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, was betrayed by his own brothers, thrown into a well, sold as a slave, and imprisoned for a crime he never committed. And our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he lost his parents, buried his children, faced hunger, persecution, insults, and the death of those he loved. If suffering meant Allah's hatred, then why did the people most beloved to Allah suffer the most? Because suffering is not always a punishment. Sometimes, it is a sign of something much greater. The Prophet said, when Allah loves a people, He tests them. Think about that. Tests are not always rejections. Sometimes they are invitations. Invitations to become closer to Allah. How many people only discover the sweetness of dua after pain? How many hearts only learn sincerity after losing everything else? How many people finally return to Allah after a trial shattered their worldly attachments? Pain has a way of stripping away our illusions. It reminds us that this dunya was never meant to be perfect. It was never meant to be Jannah. And sometimes, Allah allows hardship because He wants to give you something far greater than temporary comfort. A purified heart, forgiven sins, higher ranks in paradise. The Prophet, peace be upon him, taught us that no fatigue, illness, sorrow, sadness, or even the prick of a thorn afflicts a believer except that Allah removes some of their sins because of it. Imagine that. Every tear, every sleepless night, every disappointment, every painful moment, none of it is wasted. Allah sees it all. The suffering you think is destroying you may actually be saving you. The pain that feels unbearable today could become the reason for your eternal happiness tomorrow. So why do good people still suffer? Because suffering may be a test to strengthen faith, a means of erasing sins, a way of raising someone's rank in Jannah, a protection from something worse, or a path that brings a person closer to Allah than comfort ever could. Remember, you can be loved by Allah and still cry. You can be righteous and still struggle. You can be obedient and still face hardship. Pain is not proof that Allah has abandoned you. Sometimes, it's proof that your story is still being written by the most merciful. If you're suffering right now, don't assume Allah has forgotten you. The same Allah who hears the whisper of an ant beneath a rock hears your silent tears. The same Allah who brought Yusuf a.s. from a prison to a palace can change your situation in ways you cannot imagine. Hold on, keep praying, keep trusting, because one day, when you see the wisdom behind every hardship, you may realize that your suffering was never the end of your story. It was the path that led you closer to Allah. Indeed, with hardship comes ease. May Allah ease every heart that is hurting and make our trials a means of drawing closer to Him. Ameen.